What's this? Tough plasterer from Doncaster with a lifelong obsession of numbers starts seeing ghosts. Hello there, I'm Stephen Kirkbride. I'm just reading the heading of what's written down, yeah, so I'm going to give you a video of my bio, yeah. But be warned, there'll be some dirty laundry, a little of a sexual nature, therefore turn your volume up. It's quite a long one, so get kettle on, yeah, and I'll join you in a lovely cup of tea while we go through it, yeah.
First question then, Stephen. Tell us about your early years and when you came into the world.
Right, well, I was born in Doncaster, South Yorkshire, in DN5, yeah. That was on the 30th of December 1964 at 1 minute to midnight. You know, so I'm a Capricorn. That's right, I'm a Capricorn, yeah, for those who are astrologers. Yeah, I'm a Capricorn. Also, numerology and my life path 8. They both match. Yeah, it's this dark horse. Very dark horse, yeah. So be careful with me.
And what about growing up the early years when you started school? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, school, you know, I got permission from my teacher to tap on my table. I was tapping on table, you know, 4 times and 8 times, 4 times, 8 times. I had an obsession with 2 numbers, 4 and 8, and I've still got that obsession now. It's running through, you know. You know, and at school, I was at a very early age, I was fighting bullies. I was sticking up for children at a very young age. And it went all through my school days, you know. I always looked to eradicate the bullies out of the school, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of fisticuffs in them younger days, as it was back then, the 1970s, when it were allowed, or, well, it wasn't allowed, but you could get away with it, certainly at school. We had the cane back then, and by golly, did I have the cane, yeah. I got quite used to it, actually, yeah.
And what about your teenage years?
Oh, well.
The latter teenage years.
Well, that's when I left school, you know, I got a job as a plasterer, then working hard, you know, what do you need? A drink. Yeah, so I started going drinking, 17, 18, 19, round town. It's women, it's beer, it's more women, it's beer, it's a non-stop cycle. Friday night, I lived for Friday night in Doncaster. It was a violent place, fighting, beer, fighting, women, beer. It was a cycle through years and years of my earlier life. And I must admit, I was a big strapping lad. I got in some right scrapes. You know, I'm still here though. Yeah, so yeah, that's more or less what happened around them times.
Okay, tell us a bit about your early career in plastering.
Well, I got off to a, you know, really good start, and I was at college, and then I left college and I went working on building sites. I really enjoyed the plastering trade, and I look back at it now with great affection, because maybe that's when I started becoming spiritual, because I had all that time plastering walls and ceilings, and you're almost in a Zen mode, because you've got nothing to think about other than the plaster you're putting on the wall. A painter and decorator will be very similar when they're painting. They'll get relaxation when the paint's going on because there's nothing else to think about. I got this with plastering, so I believe I were getting spiritual messages back then, actually. I may as well, because I were in a lot of Zen times where there were just me and the wall, me and the ceiling. It was amazing, yeah. And I still do a little bit now. I keep my hand in, you know. Yeah.
And you talk about you owe a debt of gratitude to Harry Enfield. Tell us about
Oh, well, Harry Enfield. Harry, if you ever watch this, I owe you. I owe you a lot. Please let me pay you, Harry Enfield. Please, please, please. Yeah? Loads of money. Yeah, so, yeah, when Harry Enfield, he had his character, loads of money. He were a plasterer. So he sent this message out to the general public that plasterers earned loads of money. It was subliminal. the general public thought they had to pay you loads of money. They started paying me loads of money. My bank account shot up. Harry Enfield, wow, I owe you. Listen.
Okay, and I hear you like to drink after a good hard day's work.
Oh yeah. Me and beer, lager, whiskey, gin. Not vodka though. I'm not a vodka person. No. Although, you know, I've had some good vodkas. When I worked in Germany, the Russian people used to bring me good quality vodkas. But my family used to finish them off, you know. But yeah, and now I'm virtually teetotal. You know, so my life's turned around completely. But yes, I went on my fair amount of stag do's, weekend boozing sessions. I had this lovely time being born on December 30th, so I used to have a couple of days bender. You know, I'd have December 30th, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, 3-day bender. Now I'm drinking tea and meditation, you know, but back then, wild. Yeah?
Okay, and I hear you then became quite good with your fists.
Oh, gosh.
As you're getting a bit older.
Yeah, well, I did anyway. I'm not saying you just. I got in with wrong crowd, like you do, and, you know, I ended up having a few fights, you know, and they went on further and further. Then betting becomes involved and it gets out of hand. But I wouldn't recommend anybody go down that road. You can get hurt, yeah? Yeah, so I could make a video about it, but I won't, because it's so far away from where I am now, yeah? But yes, I got embroiled in a little bit of money exchange, well, a lot of money exchange actually, for flying fists basically.
Okay, and I know you're a big family man, so tell us a little bit about your family.
Oh, well, you know, I've been brought up in a big family. There were 7 in my family. There were mum and dad and 5 kids. So I had a fantastic childhood. Second to none. My childhood, God, I'd make a video about it, you know. I know people that had perfect childhoods, and my heart goes out to you. Don't get me wrong, but I were gifted, really gifted with a perfect childhood, you know. Thanks to my mum and dad, my brothers and sisters, all my family, my cousins, you know. Big shout out to my cousins, my family, you know. Yeah, so, yeah, and now, you know, I've got 3 children now, my son, 6 grandchildren. I'm still a really family man now. I'm settled, and I love having the youngsters around me and imparting a little bit of wisdom, though most of them think I'm a bit bonkers, you know. But I don't care, you know. We're in spiritual realm, you know. We have families who think we're a bit odd. So what, you know? It's yin and yang, it's balance, you see. You need a few nutters and a few sane people for balance at yin and yang.
And after 30 years, you moved away from plastering and went into fostering.
Yeah. Well, I've got a natural apt for speaking to young people. It comes naturally, and I can impart wisdom. Therefore, it seemed a natural path to take, because I've got a lot of energy. Although I'm in my 50s now, I've still got a lot of energy. You know, for next month, you know, I'm running Total Warrior in Leeds. I'll be racing against 30-year-olds. And by golly, I'll give it my best, yeah. Yeah, so that energy I've still got a lot. I've been gifted with that as well. For all of you out there who are a little bit poorly, you know, my heart goes out to you. I've just been lucky and been gifted with energy. I've got lucky this time, shall I say, this time around, yeah?
Okay, now, on the eve of your 48th birthday, you had a gut feeling something was about to happen.
Yeah, well, them numbers 4 and 8, you see. Yeah, been obsessed with these numbers since I were a nipper, and then the 4 and 8 were coming up in my age. Now, I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a lottery win. I thought it was something financial, because although I was interested in the numbers, I wasn't spiritual. As such, you know, I've never been in a spiritual church. I've been in a Christian church, but not a spiritual church as such. And I just thought something was going to happen that year. You know, I really had a gut feeling something amazing was going to happen. And then it was the very end of the year. It was 29th of December. and I was 49 on 30th of December.
What year was this?
2013. Yeah. And I had a bottle of whiskey on my cupboard and I kept staring at it. It was a day before my birthday. And something kept telling me, I'm thinking, I want to drink that today. And I've never had that feeling that I want to drink the day before my birthday. And it was quite a strong urge. And I was looking at the whiskey then. I went to wash a few pots. And then the most startling, frightening event of my life happened, which absolutely turned my life around, upside down and inside out.
Yeah. Tell us more. What happened?
Well, I was washing pots, like I said. I was ready to have a whiskey. I turned round to get a tea towel to dry the cups, and then I seen a lady, a ghost, behind me. It was a lady. I froze. Every cell in my body was frightened. And I've never been frightened before, but this time I was terrified. And as I was looking with a glazed look, energy started spinning in gold dust. She disappeared and gold dust went into a vacuum in the floor. It was absolutely terrifying. And then what actually happened then, one of my family members came in from work and seen, she, at the same time seeing me, thought I were poorly. I were this ashen grey look, asked if I were alright. I couldn't speak anyway. I grabbed my bottle of whiskey. My daughter grabbed me a chair, I sat down. I had a whiskey, and when I was sat down, then I heard a very clear voice in my ear saying Stephen, and that again frightened the life out of me.
Who was this voice?
Well, 10 minutes later the voice came again, and that's when I calmed down, when I heard it a second time, and it was my grandfather in spirit. And bear in mind, my granddad passed away when I was 9 months old. He passed away in 1965, and then he appeared in spirit in front of me and said to me, "You have got a lot of work to do." And he says, "And today you'll be stopping drinking." I then remonstrated with him. I said, "You can't stop me drinking." He said, "No, you are going to stop yourself drinking." I said, "Me? That can't happen. It's my birthday tomorrow." Anyway, it did that day, you know. And the next day I had my first sober birthday. Well, since I was 16, actually. I was 49 years old. And on my 49th birthday, I was sober as a judge. On the New Year's Eve, I went to bed early. I was sober. And then he told me, the last thing he told me, he says, "In 10 days from now," he said, "you'll be on a stage talking to 200 people in 10 days from now." And I went, "What are you on about? Why would I be on a stage in 10 days from now?" I could not get my head around it. But when Spirit speaks, Spirit's truthful. They know. They can see. They do it in your best interests. And yeah, so that were an amazing day. But a very frightening day.
And how did your family react to this new teetotal you?
In a very odd way. Thought it were a bit of a joke at first. You know, and some of my family still miss the old me, because I was the party animal, the crazy one. And when that's removed, you know, there's a void. But when the spiritual path calls you, it calls you. There is no way of turning back from that call. I found that in my heart. The more I try to turn back, it spins me back around. Because we're healing people, we're loving people, we're caring. Yeah, we change. Our vibration changes. My vibration's changed in a beautiful way now. I want to stop all the hurt in the world. I want to stop everybody hurting. Yeah, I want people to make friends. I want energies to go and sort people out, and I don't like to see any pain no more. Yeah, so I've had a 100%, well, a 360 turnaround. Yeah.
Okay, your granddad, you mentioned your granddad said you got a lot of work to do. What did he mean by that?
Well, he actually said, we turned up when you were, well, 32, and then we turned up again when you were 40 and you weren't ready at them two ages, and we had to wait till you were 48 till you'd grown up. It offended me a little bit, actually, because I thought I'd grown up, but they said I'd not grown up in spirit, and I weren't ready in spirit. Anyway, so that was that. So he said I'd keep the numbers and that the numerology would flourish. And he said I'd develop gifts, and I was a little bit miffed at this. I'm saying, what do you mean gifts? Tell me, what are gifts? I'll develop gifts. And he said, look, you'll have healing gifts. You'll have gifts within your auric field. These were all brand new words to me. I'd never heard of these words. Auric field. What I mean, what's an auric field when you don't know about it, you know? Yeah. So he explained numbers to me as well, you know. He says 9 meters out from you, you've got an auric field. And I went, 9 meters all around me? He went, yeah, you've got a field. And people can come into that auric field and be changed and altered. And I was like, what? This is brand new, you know? Yeah. I thought people were people. You got good people, middle people, average people. Some people are a bit mean. But this is all brand spanking new. And he said I'd develop these gifts. And slowly but surely these gifts have come to me from Spirit. And I'm grateful, beyond grateful.
And he also said you'll be in a spiritual church in front of 200 people.
Yeah.
Did that happen?
Yeah. Well, a few days after I had this meeting with Spirit on 29th of December. In early January 2014, I went to a spiritual church in Doncaster, and I met a spiritual fella, and he took me under his wing, and he invited me to a church a couple of days later. So it's early January, and I'm in Harrogate in a church. There's 200 people in the audience, and I'm up on stage giving readings. That quick.
How many days after?
It was early January. It was within 10 days of the 29th. So it was the first Sunday in January. The first working Sunday, shall I say, in January. Yeah, so it was just amazing. I'm thinking, wow, I'm there. There's 200 people. It's packed. I'm on stage. What's happening? It was like a dream. Because it happened that fast, you know, but...
and what did you do on the stage?
I was giving readings out to people, spiritual readings. So, you know, I'd get Spirit come to me and ask for, say, Jacqueline, and Jacqueline would be on third row and waiting to receive a message from me. And at this particular time, it was Jacqueline's mother, you know. I said to Jacqueline, what about the vase in the round window? And she went, wow, that's happened this afternoon. I put the vase in the round window. So very powerful messages were coming from me. And it was all brand new to me. And I'm thinking, wow, is this really happening? You know, so yes, it was very powerful time, you know.
And how long were you doing this for on stage?
About 9 months to October that year, yeah. Yeah, and it was really great. And I'm forever grateful to the spiritual medium who took me under his wing. A very powerful spiritual medium as well. You know, so, gosh, a powerful guy, you know. Beautiful man. I actually did my Reiki with him as well. He was a Reiki master, he still is. You know, and his name's Michael Fenn. So if you ever need a reading, people, or Reiki, he's a Reiki master and he's an absolutely brilliant spiritual reader. I recommend him, yeah.
So you've obviously been a spiritual medium yourself since that night the ghost turned up in your kitchen. Yeah, them
gifts have come, and it just flows. It flows, you know.
Okay, you mentioned your first spirit guide actually turned up when you were very young.
Yeah. When It was 1968, and I was going to school, and I was going down the road with my mum and my older brother, and I got knocked across a snowy surface, and actually a spirit came from a bedroom window and come and hit me in the chest and knocked me onto my bum and slid me backwards through the snow. That's my first encounter, yeah. And that spirit called Anne, she's still with me now. And I never knew she was with me all them years. Although I had a incident in the late 1990s in my transit van when I was plastering. And I was coming home from Scunthorpe one night. And it felt like somebody's hand pulled me hand off the steering wheel. And I had to go into, I had to go into the hard shoulder and park up because I didn't know what were happening. I thought I had some nervous problem with my hands or some trapped nerves or something. And it were Anne actually. Anyway, I stopped for 5 minutes, got out the van and did some exercises with my hands and my arms. I got it back in the van, and when I got over the bridge at Scunthorpe, or the river, when I got down to the bottom of the hill, lo and behold, there's a massive pile up round corner. I'd been saved by spirit.
Wow.
Yeah, so spirit can save you. Believe me, they can, yeah?
Okay, have you got enough tea? Would you like some more?
Yeah, I'd like another drop of tea, please. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, spot on, mate. Bang on, yeah?
Okay, so 2014, you spent most of your time doing the medium stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us about 2015. You said for the 9 months you stopped doing the
Yeah, it were after that October, because it was so overwhelming them 9 months, and like it were dreamlike. It were really unusual, and my life had changed. I were happy for it, but it become a little bit overwhelming that October, and I said to myself, look, I need a break from it, because it'd been a whirlwind, and I just wanted to walk away from it, I'll be honest with you, because it didn't seem like it were me. Well, I was like somebody else, and I relaxed and I walked away. I calmed down. I still had respect for it, but I stopped talking about it and I went quiet.
And how did your family react to this hard drinking, partying Yorkshireman who's now a spiritual medium?
They're getting used to it. I mean, after all these years, you know. Some people miss the old Steve, you know. They miss that party animal, the joke teller, you know, the good laugh. They miss him, he's gone, you know. So yeah, you can leave a void. All of us, you know, all of us in spiritual community, we have left voids of where we used to stand within our families, you know. So please respect that, because we've left a gap.
Okay, let's talk about 2015. What did you do then, once you stopped doing the spiritual medium stuff?
Well, I was just, I was reading still a few magazines and whatnot, but I wasn't really engaging as such. And I was just calming down and thinking about what I was going to do and if I were going back into it, and I was mulling it over. So it was a very calm time, actually.
Okay, then I believe at some point you describe it as disaster struck towards the end of 2015. You lost your gifts.
Yes, yeah. That was very scary, actually. I lost them. It was 6 days, everything went. I went into total darkness. My intuition went, my gifts went, you name it. Even my gut feeling went, everything. I went to a total blank. And I thought, well, it's ended. Why has all this ended? You know, it were a sad time for me, actually. I felt like I'd been fooled, and it had all just ended. It were flat, you know. And I thought, well, you know, you've been told this story, and then everything's ended, and it's gone dark. You've got no powers no more, no gifts no more, shall I say? Not powers, gifts.
And did you think that was it?
Yeah.
For good?
Yeah, for good. Absolutely gone. Yeah. It was scary actually.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it was like I was slipping back to my old self. And I thought about drinking and partying again. Yeah. And I thought, gosh, you know, well, that's over now.
Okay, then tell us what happened.
Well, I'd had a feeling, a little bit of a feeling that somebody were behind me. Even though my powers had gone, it was before my powers went actually. I felt that there were a young person in white robes walking behind me, and it'd been going on for a while. Anyway, when all the powers went, that disappeared. And then suddenly, I got somebody tap on my shoulder. It was the most beautiful young man called Quall. He's still with me right now. Yeah?
Okay, tell us more about him.
Quall, right? He's 10 years old. He drowned. That were his death, yeah. In the flood of the Nile. And back in a past life, I was his father. He's my boy, yeah. And, you know, he's Egyptian. He was born in 27th dynasty. 523 BC he was born. And he's such a powerful spirit guide, full of wisdom. I once says to him, "You're only 10 years old." He said, "I beg your pardon." He says, "I'm 2,500 years old." Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah. Yeah, and as I say, yeah, he's been with me, you know, all that while now. Yeah, 2015. Yeah.
So he's your main guide.
Yeah, main guide. Yeah, absolutely. I've got a painting now of him. Yeah, a lovely lady called Tracy. She's done me a lovely painting. Yeah, spiritual artist. Yeah. Tracy's done course, done a perfect job. I know, it's beautiful.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, notes here. We've got higher dimensional beings. You had an experience.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
February 2016. That. Yeah. I just got up one night and drove off in my car. This happened quite often actually. I was forced out of bed. I had gut feelings, I've got to go somewhere. Just go in my car. And I ended up 110, 120 miles away from Doncaster. And I met 3 people there. Alison and Abdul. Anyway, that's another video, that one. It's a powerful time. Well, I'll say briefly. Abdul said to me, so I met 3 people, all as cars come together. We all got out at the same time. Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Yeah. But you spiritual people all know this can happen, right? We are put in the right time, the right place for the right thing. And anyway, yeah. Abdul says I'm the gatekeeper. Alison says I'm the assistant. And they said to me, "You're the one." I went, "The one? What? Yeah, you're the one." Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we walked into a field, and I had contact with Palladians.
Okay, and can you expand? What was the purpose?
The purpose was love. I've been on a Palladian ship. I can describe it perfectly. Palladian ship, all the controls are crystal. The middle hub is crystal. There's a fence. What is a fence? But it's not a fence. It's very unusual. You can put your hand through it, but it's a protector for when the crystal's on full charge, because you can get armed actually because of the power. So yeah, I was on Earth time. I was 7 minutes up and off this planet on Earth time, and you know, 9 Palladians came down with me and wanted my permission to send love throughout this planet, which I found unusual. You know, I thought they'd just come down and but they were very respectful and beautiful, you know, and we can learn a lot from them. And I've had Palladian influences ever since, you know. Things like time travel, I've witnessed a little bit of that. I've witnessed the clock changing. I've witnessed other things, and this reality ain't what you think it is. Believe me, yeah? We can bend time, we can stretch it, we can manipulate it, yeah? Yeah, so I can really expand on it. I could talk for hours about these experiences, you know?
Okay, so these higher dimensional beings from the Pleiades, are they there for you to call on as required?
Yes, yeah, they've actually helped me a few times, because they've got pure love energy. We can't match their love energy, see? We can try, we can get close, but their energy, wow, it's mind-blowing. They're beautiful, yeah? Yeah.
Okay, so we're now into early to mid 2016, and on my notes I've got an important event that happened to you. Somebody called David entered your life.
Yeah, David. Yeah, I work with David now. We work together in numerology, and we met in 2016, you know, and we've not looked back, you know, because, you know, I'm the talker. David does all the background work, and does a lot more work than me, actually, and I'll be forever grateful to David for helping me. And we're having a great journey, you know. When we're out on road, we're doing Mind Body Spirit weekends. You'll meet David. He'll be with me. You know, he's the one who was always writing and working out while I'm chatting away to you. I get the easy bit, you know. So I've actually put his name in one of my videos, doing the expression number. You'll see David's name, David Charles Ory. You know, 88 it works out to. He's a number 7 name number, yeah. Yeah, that were a great meeting, and we're still, you know, in today, you know, 2018, we're still working hard together.
Okay, and it was around this time, just after you met David, that you took a big liking to numerology and decided that was going to be...
Yeah, because I'd had it in background, and it was actually when David came to see me, you know. I said, what's your date of birth? And I quickly worked out you're a life path 4. And I told him some interesting stuff, and he was like impressed by it, you know, and he said, how can you know that? I went, well, your life path number says this about you. I got any more tea? Getting a bit dry there. Cheers. Bang on. Right. Anyway, yeah, so he sparked my interest back in it, and he says, how far you gone with this? I says, well, not very far, you know. I do readings for people here and there, but I've not really expanded on doing a lot with it, really, you know. I just love it, but I ain't expanded on it. And David prompted me. He says, you know, you're good at this. You really ought to get into YouTube. You ought to get into, you know, more... I've done a few small shows, but really done them low-key, you know. And David really prompted me to get working at a higher level. And I'll be forever grateful for that, you know. Because sometimes we need pushing, you know. All of us, we get relaxed. We get stuck in a rut. You know, a rut, it's like a grave, isn't it? It's that shaping ground, yeah. We get stuck in that. And sometimes we need a push from other people, that little nudge to get us moving.
Okay, tell us about some of the other stuff you do. I believe you help people with a bit of dark energy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah, well, I've done quite a few clearances where people have been possessed. You know, I've cleared energy out of possessed people. I've gone in very, very dark possessed properties and fought with the energies there and cleared them out. Yeah, it's a knack I've got, you know. I've still got that energy back from when I was younger and a bit crazy. I've still got that in me spiritually. Yeah, and, you know, I invite all dark energy to fight me. Come on. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, really.
So that bare knuckle fighting spirit still in you?
Absolutely, yeah. So that dark energy world, beware. I'm here and I'm coming for you.
Now, I believe you, another guide came to you to help you with this in early 2017.
Yeah, that were amazing actually. A Roman warrior turned up called Saul. And he went, I owe you one. I went, really? He went, yeah, you know, you really fought for me. You're on my side. and we were soldiers together. And little did I know that I'd had life as a Roman, you know. I found out that day, and Saul came. He's a bit like Archangel Michael with sword, and he's got it held up, yeah. And he's helped me with them house clearances, you know. They don't mess with him, yeah. He's got that sword, you know, yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit more about the numerology and the shows that you're doing and plans with that.
Well, we've been going around for nearly 2 years now, and we've been to some fantastic shows, some great exhibitors. They're all brilliant in their own ways. They all have different nicks and knacks and how they run the shows. Kudos to them all. I'm grateful. David's grateful, you know. But I'm branching off into a few things now, and I'm just developing me numerology pack for healers. This is going to be a big launch, this one, because I sussed out something. Of all the numerology readings we've been doing, I've seen a trait in people what's very, very damning to the person. And I'm developing a pack which will help Reiki healers. Whatever healer you are, this numerology pack will unlock the doors to people's problems, and then it's up to you guys, you healers, to heal them.
That sounds very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, on my notes here, I've got the words new venture.
Yeah.
Something big that you've got planned.
Yeah, that's
this year.
2019. Later this year, actually, and into 2019. That, in short, will be about female liberation and waking up the female energy, the power energy of the females. Yeah, I can't go into it too graphically at the moment, or if you meet me personally, you'll get a full account of this, because I've got to be mindful there may be young children watching this video, yeah, and youngsters watching, but it's about female empowerment, and these are workshops run by a man, 2 men actually, me and David. We're going to run these workshops, and they are going to be beautiful, loving, caring, energetic. Ladies, you're gonna love it. Yeah. However, a little bit graphical. When you meet me personally, I can go through it, but I won't go into too much graphic detail while I'm on screen. Yeah.
Okay, so watch this space.
Absolutely, yeah.
So next note I've got here is showing a bit of humility, where you talk about these spiritual gifts you have.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with you.
No, it's not me. I am a channel only. Let's get this clear. All the love, all the energy comes through me, not from me. So it's not to do with my ego. I'm sorry if it comes across that way, but all the energy comes through me from source. Every bit of energy comes through me. I am the channel.
Now, something quite a big question, really. You touched on this once or twice, but can you just sort of summarise what your mission is, your purpose for being? You've been given these gifts. How would you sort of crystallise it, your job in the next few years? Well,
it's twofold, really. It's waking the sleeping up, because a lot of people fast asleep who need waking for the grand ascension, because the energy's rising. You know, it's rising daily. There's more people waking up, yeah? And I'm a waker-upperer, you know? Knock, knock, wake up, yeah? So I'll wake your spiritual feelings, your spiritual gifts up. I'll wake the people up. Also, I want to heal. That is my mission. In any way, which form I can. Whether it's raising people's earlier life when they were kids and they were abused. Let's get these things out at bag and let's get people healed. Because there's too many problems being held back and eating people away. That's where I'm at. I want to heal people. I want to make people feel better. I want to make people happier. I want to get people away from suicidal thoughts. I want to get people away and awake and to see the true beauty of this life we've been given. This gift we have been given. Yeah? You know, oh, let me tell you something. You're all brilliant swimmers, aren't you? You made it, didn't you? Eh? How many million were you swimming against, eh? Look how powerful you are. What a swimmer, eh? Hey, I'm not very good at swimming. Got you there, didn't I?
You did. I hope everybody got that one.
Yeah.
No, I've heard you mention about you're looking to raise the vibration of humanity, and the energy is growing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Talk about for something that's coming, something big coming. Can you allude a bit further to what's coming?
In my view, and it's my view only, but it's a very powerful view from me. There's a new earth coming. It's not a brand new earth, what we're going to jump onto a side of us. It's a new feeling, a new love. The old paradigm slowly being broke down. Yeah? You watch, Reiki's going to find its way into hospitals. It already is starting to get in the back doors. Other healing modalities are finding the way into other hospitals. It's starting, albeit slowly, but it's on its way. There's a new earth on its way, and it's happening. It's happening right now. The energies are growing, and we're becoming more loving. You know, there is still wars. That's a different energy. They're getting weaker. They're hanging on with their fingernails, yeah? Because love conquers all. There's no more powerful energy on this planet than love. And take it from me, I'm sending love to you. Yeah?
Again, is there a sort of final message what people can do to get to that love vibration? Just any general sort of advice to...
Yeah, there is. If you're feeling you're remotely spiritual, recognise it within yourself. Don't close it off. Don't close that door. If a little inkling that you have got something different from other people, don't be shy, don't be embarrassed about it. You know, there's a lot of people won't tell their families when they're spiritual. I find this very odd, but obviously it's through embarrassment. Don't be embarrassed. Look what I've done on screen. I've laid all my life out. I've told you everything. Do I look embarrassed? I'm not embarrassed. It's happened. It's me. Right? So just have that energy. Yeah? Don't hide away from the true beauty of what you are. You are a spiritual being having a human experience.
Very profound. And just to sum up, if people want to get in touch with you to discuss any particular problems or anything, is there a preferred method? Can they come to a show? Or?
Yeah, well, they can see me at shows, and also David will be sorting out all my contact notes. David does all the managerial side. Therefore, we'll be putting a way of contacting me up on various outlets, YouTube and the websites and everything. So you will be able to find me on these medias, yeah?
Okay, I think we're just about done. Do you have a final parting message for everybody, Stephen?
Yeah. Try to love each other and don't look at other people's faults. Look at your own faults first, yeah? Before you pull anybody down, look at your own faults. No one's perfect. I'm not. You're not. Yeah? So, look at your own faults first. And don't pull other people down. Come on. Give them a break. They might be greedy. They might be obsessive. They might be this. They might... It's so easy to be judgmental, isn't it? Eh? So darned easy. The easiest thing to do is be judgmental. Look at them. Look at them, eh? Quit doing that. Look at yourself. Get yourself good first, yeah? Yeah? Clean your own energy up and less of the judgment. Please.
Thank you very much, Stephen. It's been an absolute pleasure listening to you, and we really appreciate you taking the time to do this.
You're welcome, David. You're welcome. And goodbye, everybody. I'll see you around somewhere, yeah? Cheers.